Hello, Victor here, StoryMercedes.com. Right here, this is me. So now, I finally have some time to work on this S600, the silver one. Anyway, it's locked, but anyway. So, a very quick video, just no time to make any long videos. It's winter time, so it's getting cold. So anyway, long story short, the strut, lower attachment point, bearing bushing, whatever you want to call it, and the knuckle bushing. Of course, in the middle of the job, my impact gun went bad. That's my old impact gun, electric one, Ryobi. I got a new one here, which is actually, I'm really happy. It's a day and night versus the old one. So if somebody's looking for the impact gun, I wouldn't go with the 1100 pounds torque. I went with 600 pounds torque because it's plenty for the jobs that I'm doing, suspension and what have you. Because if you were to go with 1100, that's why I didn't go with that one, is because I'm afraid to break any studs. Let's say you have frozen bolts on the wheels or whatever, you're gonna break that off. So I would rather stick with 600. That's already plenty of power, and that actually did press the bushing in and out much easier. All right, so let's get down to a job itself and the experiment that I'm doing right now. So the press and knuckle bushing, this is the old knuckle bushing, obviously. So this thing is destroyed, it's absolutely bad. So the new bushing is in place. Let me get some light. The new bushing is in place. There, we got some light here. Maybe not. Come on, buddy. Here, some light. Good. So knuckle bushing sits in there. I call it knuckle bushing. They call it control arm bushing, outer bushing, but that's the one that I replaced. Right? Press in, press out. I mean, press out and press in. So that one is fine. And the biggest thing is the lower strut mount. And this is my experiment. This is the second version, if you will. I used to make it out of different material, but now I put in a polyurethane one. So this is it's not a handmade, it's just like the bushings that I had laying around, and I just modified them to fit. So basically what you do is you take out the original bearing, bushing, whatever, from the lower shock mount, the strut mount. You clean it up, of course, and then you put in this polyurethane, and inside the polyurethane there is a metal insert, and the bolt goes through that metal insert. It's not all rubber, so there's metal insert in there, obviously, because you do not want it to wear out. So this is what it looks like. It comes in two pieces, left and right. I'm sure this bushing was not made to be installed into shocks or struts or what have you, but I'll run this experiment on this one, see what happens, because it fitted pretty good. Let's see if I can have another shot right here. And that's what it looks like in there. Yeah, I know, it's the best I can do, because here. So it fitted pretty good. Well, I had to actually grind it down just to make it fit, but it should be fine because my other experiment works. But this is the second version, if you will. This is the original piece that was in at the bottom of the strut. As you can see, it's in very bad shape here. Grease is gone, Teflon inserts are loose. This whole thing was making a lot of noises when you go over the bumps, but now with the rubber in it, let's see how it's going to become. I mean, it's obviously going to be quiet. It's just that the how long it's going to last. I've done my other experiment with the bushing from BMW control arm bushings that I cut into pieces and I fit them in, but I don't. It's just it takes so much longer. So I decided to go with something that is close to the specifications, close to the dimensions that fit inside there, inside that strut opening, right? So, well, we'll see how it goes, because right now I have to do the other side, because the other side is as bad as this side. And yeah, Now for the knuckle bushing, I do not remove the shield, I just bend it out, and I'm gonna bend it back in, clean this up a little bit, put some grease on it so it doesn't rust, and then bend this back out and put the rotor back in, and then the caliper back in place. So, but this is my solution. Good or bad, we'll see. It's obviously going to work for now. The BMW bushing holds on very nicely for many years to come. I had it in the other vehicle for many years. No noises, no banging, no knocking, nothing. It's been there and what have you. So it was good. But this is the different one. I also use something like problem solvent bushing, the grease, or the Pro-Train super grease. This is for polyurethane, because you do want to put some in there. So yeah, with no grease, I don't think it's a good idea to just install it without grease at all. All right, so this is it. I have to move on to the other side and get this thing moved around and basically do the same procedure on the other side before it's way too cold and the sun is still out. All right, so this is all a quick little detail here, experiment that I'm running on the rear suspension, hydraulic suspension on W140 S600 coupe in this particular example, but S500 will be pretty much the same, because rear struts will be the same on S500 as on S600. All right, so this is it. Victor here, RestoringMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.